Yeah, good morning, Biafrans. Wonderful people, wonderful Biafrans. Good morning from my location. Where are you watching me from? Yeah, this morning, this wonderful morning, I want just to have a quick one with you. If you have joined me, please indicate where you are watching from. Very important. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming in. Biafrans all over the world, I salute you from my location. Yeah, where are you watching from? Yeah, today is yet another day, another wonderful day that Chukwu Okike Abiama have made. I will be very glad and happy that nothing happened to any Biafran. More importantly, those of them are the, at the helm of affairs of our government. Yeah, where are you watching from? Thank you for joining me. Thank you this morning for joining me. Thank you for joining. If you are watching from the homeland, what is happening from the homeland? What is happening in Okigwe State? What is happening at Ehamufu? What is happening in Igodomigodo? Olu State, Aba, Odumegwu State, Alanso State. Where are you watching us from? And tell us what is actually playing out from those areas. We understand that the Fulani terrorists, they are now increasing their attacks. There is an increase of attacks on indigenous populations. Good morning, good luck, Vibe. I see you. I welcome you this morning. Thank you for joining me. Where are you watching from? There are increase of attacks from the jihadists, from the Fulani terrorists that we have in Nigeria. Wow, thank you. You are watching from Trump Enclave. Yes, you are in a developed society. You are in a country that is very much developed. A country that respects the rule of law. Okay, good luck. Okay, yeah, the reason why you moved to the US is because Nigeria is not working, right? Yeah, I feel you. Most of us who are not in Nigeria, that was actually the reason why we also left. Because Nigeria was not working, and Nigeria will never work. Nigeria was never designed to work. That is why it will never work. So anybody that have any slightest opportunity to leave the zoo, the person will not think twice. That is the right thing to do. But while we are outside enjoying freedom, while we are outside enjoying the economies of such countries, while we are outside enjoying their, their industrialization program and their transport systems and all the rest of that, we should as well try to bring it back to our land. Rico Tiger, good morning from here. Yeah. Yes, I'm African. Of course, I'm African. I'm Biafran. I'm Biafran. Yes, I'm African and I'm Biafran. So, any one of you that is watching from a developed nation, I want you to understand that you as well have a duty to your people in the homeland. That which you are enjoying outside, that is what we want to bring back to the homeland, so that we won't continue to run out from our homes, from our land. It is not a good idea, because while we are running away from our land, that is the reason why the terrorists, the Fulanis, the Islamists are bringing in their brothers from other countries to come and help them to occupy our land through their terrorism. So while you are in the United States of America, if you have an opportunity of affecting the lives of your people positively in the homeland, you have to do so. If you are in a situation, in a position where you can help and bring freedom to your people, please don't hesitate to do that. That is what we are talking about. That is why we are talking about Biafra. The reason we want Biafra is because we want freedom. The reason we are fighting for Biafra is because Nigeria is not working. And Nigeria can never work, not today, not tomorrow, not ever. And secondly, we cannot live abroad for the rest of our lives. There is an adage that says, there is no place like home. Eventually, no matter how many years you stay abroad, you must certainly come back to your roots. You must certainly come back to your land, the land of your ancestors. Either you come back as a living being, or you come back as a dead being. But what matters is that the time that you are spending abroad, you have to put a very judicious use of it. Fight for the freedom of your people in the homeland. Fight for the sovereign state, free sovereign nation that you have. Fight for your people to be free. That is the best thing you can give to them. Don't give your people fish, but rather teach them how to fish. Don't always send goodies, items, money to your people. Of course, you have to do that. But when you find yourself in a situation like we are right now, where you can contribute to their freedom meaningfully, please try and do so. Don't hesitate to do that. Very, very important. There is no place like home. We are Biafrans. Biafra is our home. Biafra is our destiny. Biafra is our destination. Biafra is our motherland. And no matter how many years we stay abroad, we will certainly go back home to Biafra. And that is why Nigeria drove us out from our land, and we have opportunity of reclaiming our land and restoring sanity to it. We have an opportunity of freeing our people in the homeland. That opportunity have offered itself in Biafra Republic Government in exile. We have a government that is focused on our freedom. We have our freedom fighters that are also committed to this freedom. So it is our responsibility to join hands with them and make sure that freedom is achieved. Very important. So while people are dying in Benue, it is as a result of the failure of the government to protect its citizens. And besides, the Fulani said that Benue State or the Middle Belt belongs to them. That is why all these killings are happening, and nobody is being held accountable or responsible. for all these atrocities and killings that is happening in Nigeria. And we have vowed that Benue State can never happen in Biafra land. It is not only enough to vow, another thing is to work towards that vow and to make it a reality. Right now, there is an urgent need for Biafrans all over the world to support the Biafran government in exile. There is an urgent need for Biafrans all over the world to fund the Biafran Defense Forces. This is very, very important at this time. With what is happening in Nigeria today, there is call for you as a Biafra that is in the United States of America. There is an urgent call for you in the Biafran that is in United Kingdom enjoying yourself. There is call for you in Germany, in France, in Europe, in Asia, in Africa, for you to look inwards, back home, and support the Biafran Defense Forces. Very, very important. Because, please, before I proceed, if you join us, please like, share, and subscribe so that other people can be getting notification, or you will get notification whenever we are online. This is very important because we will continue to create this awareness to our people. We will continue to educate our people. And it doesn't make sense that when we are online like this, only very few people get the message or the information we are trying to send out to the people. It is important that everybody gets that information. So if you don't share it, if you don't like it, how would they get it? So please, I appreciate everybody who joined me this morning. Please just put on your like button. I want to see the like button. Just pop up the like button. Very important. Very, very important. It is an appeal to each and every one of you. Just pop up the like button so that people can join us. So like I was saying, there is an urgent need, an urgent call for Biafrans in diaspora, Biafrans all over the world to come on board and support the Biafran Defense Forces. We have a government, the Biafran Republic government in exile, that is headed by our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekwanjoko, though he is in detention in Finland. But at this time, we have an acting Prime Minister in the person of Ogechukwu Nkere, who is holding ground for Prime Minister until our Prime Minister rejoins us. So with what is happening in Nigeria today, the security of Nigeria has collapsed totally. The security of Nigeria has collapsed totally. The citizens, the people of Nigeria are not under any protective measure by the security agencies. The security agencies you have in Nigeria are all compromised and are working for the terrorist Nigerian state. The Islamic conquest is in top gear in Nigeria today. The only thing that can save you as a Biafran, the only thing that can save you as an indigenous person is to prepare for your self-defense. I said again, the security in Nigeria have collapsed. The security apparatus in Nigeria have collapsed. The only thing that can save you as a Biafran, the only thing that can save you as a Nigerian or as a one Nigerian is to actually prepare and make provision for your self-defense. That is the only thing that can save you. Otherwise, like the murdered 200 people in Benue, The next may be your community. You may be very, very unlucky and unfortunate. And on that day they are coming. Of course, they don't tell when they come. You will fall victim. And that will be your demise. So we are calling on indigenous people, indigenous populations, Nigerians to rise up and fight for their lives. Former Danjuma, a former general, told you that the security agencies, they collude with the terrorists. They collude to kill you. They collude to burn your properties. They collude to destroy you. You didn't listen to him. Maya Lafia also came in and told you, I think he was a former CBN governor in Nigeria, Maya Lafia. He came and told you that the security agency in Nigeria have collapsed. That the only thing that can save you as a Nigerian is to prepare for your self-defense, is to self-defense yourself and your people. Maya Lafia, for that singular purpose. And he even said that he have intel of the actions and activities of the plannings of the Fulanis against the indigenous population. He told you, he told everybody, he made that confession that he has a very important intel confirmed. If there was another general that confirmed that intel, that there are plannings by the Fulanis, by the terrorists to take over the ancestral land of Biafrans and as well Nigerians. And if care is not taken, everybody is going to go down. So he advised or advocated for people to go and arm themselves for self-defense. That singular statement made the Nigerian government to plan his killing, his assassination. And to tell you how porous Nigeria is, that you are unsecure, you are not secure in Nigeria. Immediately that information came, Nigerian government planned and assassinated Maya Lafia. Did you hear about anybody that was arrested or anybody that was prosecuted for the killing of Maya Lafia? People from Benue, people from the Middle Belt, did you see anybody react to the killing of Maya Lafia? The reason being that the security architecture is controlled by those who are killing you. So it is now an uphill task for everybody to defend yourselves. Benue State, defend yourself. Southern Kaduna, defend yourself. Those in Plateau, defend yourselves. Biafrans are defending themselves. The Arewa, the Hausa people, defend yourselves. If you don't defend yourselves, the Boko Harams, the ISWAP, the ISIS, the Fulani herdsmen, the Moeti Alas, all these are terrorist groups in Nigeria that are armed by the Nigerian government. If you don't defend yourself, these people are going to come for you. And when they come for you, no security agency will come for your protection. No security agency will come to defend you because all of them collude in the west of Danjuma. All of them collude because they have an agenda in Nigeria. They have an agenda, and that agenda is to Islamize Nigeria and turn Nigeria to an Islamic nation. The only people that are stopping them is we Biafrans. And the reason why we are stopping them is because we are Christians and because we don't want Islamization. We don't want to be Islamized. We are not Islam. We are not Nigerians. There is nothing that is, how do I say, compatible. We don't have anything compatible with Nigerians. Okay? We are Biafrans. We have our own culture. We have our own language. We have our own food. So there is nothing that is so compatible about us and Nigerians. The reason why we are still fighting up to this moment was because in 1914, the British who owns Nigeria joined us together with Nigeria forcefully. And up to this moment, we are still fighting to exit Nigeria because Nigeria expired in 2014. So 2014 to 2025. Today, I think we are 11 years after the expiration of Nigeria. Okay? So, and now we have been able to restore our declaration. We have restored our nation. We have the armed forces of Biafra, the Biafran Defense Forces. We have everything that a government have, but we are all in exile. We have put all the necessary mechanisms in place in order to be recognized as a nation. And that is the stage that we are right now. So we are appealing to Biafrans all over the world. We are appealing to Biafrans all over the world. We are not calling you to come back home and defend Biafra. No. We are not calling you to come and pick up arms. No. The Biafran government in exile is calling on Biafrans all over the world to support it, to support the government, to support the Biafran Defense Forces, because we have over 100,000 men under arms. These people are the reason why our land has not been taken over. These people are the reason why Biafra land is still standing up to tomorrow. These people are the reason why Biafra land is the safest place. Biafra land is the safest region in Nigeria today because of the Biafra Defense Forces who are preventing the terrorists from killing our people and taking over our land. The reasons why you see people 200, 350 being killed in Benue State is because Benue land, they don't have the likes of DavidNnannah Kanu. They don't have the likes of Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. They don't have any government that is protecting them. They don't have anyone that is speaking for them. That is the reason why they are being killed and nobody is speaking. Nobody is defending them. Even their so-called governor is telling them not to self-defense. Their governor, Aliyah, or whatever he's called, Hyacinth Aliyah, or whatever he's called, is advocating that his people should not defend themselves. In other words, he is calling for the terrorists to come into their communities and kill them because these people will not be defended. And such things can never be allowed to happen in Biafran territory because we have the Biafran Defense Forces. So, and what is happening in Nigeria is happening on a daily basis. The killings are happening on daily basis. That is the need for Biafrans to rise up at this time. There is an urgent call for action, Biafrans all over the world. Anywhere you are watching me from, there is an urgent call for each and every one of us to wake up, because agwọ nọkwa n'akịrịka. Agwọ nọ n'akịrịka. The reason why they are focused on Benue is because Benue State have the same boundaries with Biafra. Okay? So once they conquer Benue, they will use that axis to launch attacks in Biafran territory. And that was the reason why DavidNnannah Kanu, when he was here with us, he was telling the Benue indigenes to rise up and defend their land. Otherwise, all of them will be gone. And today, when you go to Benue, they didn't take that warning from our leaders seriously. They did not take the warning seriously, and they are paying the price today. Most of their communities have now been taken over by the terrorists. The terrorists have occupied it, driven the owners of the land, and occupying it and raising up their children. This is really, really sad, and it's very, very unfortunate. You can imagine a land that had been yours for a very long time. All of a sudden, some people came from nowhere, drove you out of your land, drove you out of your family house, and are now occupying it. And the government of the day is not doing anything to relocate you to your homeland. The only thing the government of Nigeria is doing is to go and build shanties and build IDP camps for people who were driven from their ancestral land. And the government do not have any plans. Nigerian government do not have any plans of relocating the displaced people back to their homeland. That is to tell you that the Nigerian government is actually involved in what is happening. Nigerian government is actually involved in what is happening to the indigenous population. I want you to understand this, and we have to rise up. Biafrans, if what is happening in Benue State continues to happen, it means that our land will be under serious threat, even when Biafra is fully restored. Even when Biafra is fully restored, our land will be under serious threat. And that is why we are appealing to Biafrans in diaspora to join hands and support our government. Join hands and support the Biafra Liberation Army. Very, very important. There is no two ways about it. Our land will be overrun if you don't support our government. The reason why there is persecution of our leader and our prime minister is because of the call for Biafran freedom. Because they have seen that it is only Biafrans that are standing up squarely against the terrorists in our land, all over Nigeria. All over Nigeria, it is only in Biafra land that Biafrans are rising up and challenging the terrorism that is happening. It is only Biafrans that are speaking. And DavidNnannah BTV and our Prime Minister, these are the two individuals who are heading this liberation fight. And that is the reason why the Nigerian government believed that when they arrest DavidNnannah BTV and our Prime Minister, that they will stop our freedom from coming. They didn't know that actually Biafrans have already decided to exit Nigeria because the atrocities that have been committed against our people can no longer be condoned. You go to our land, you go to Biafra land, the only investment that the Nigerian government and their stooges can make in our land is building hotels. The only investment that all these people who are intimidating and holding us down in our land, the only investment they have is hotels. There are no industries for jobs. We don't have good roads. We don't have the presence of the federal government or even the international organizations or any companies. We don't have their presence in our land. The only presence we have is the presence of building of hotels here and there for Biafrans. And you can imagine when they are building only hotels for you, what do they expect? They expect your women and your men to always be there in their hotels or thinking of how to enjoy themselves than how to develop their country, than how to develop Biafra land. And that is so worrisome, very, very worrisome, that the only thing that the Nigerian government can encourage in Biafra land is building of hotels. It's quite unfortunate. So my wonderful people, Biafrans all over the world, this is an urgent call for support for the Biafran Defense Forces. They are doing wonderfully well. They are doing exceptionally well in protecting our land and our territory. They are the reason why we are speaking. They are the reason why we are still very much here talking about our freedom. Otherwise, by now, anywhere you are all around the world, you better still remain there till eternity. But because of the Biafran Defense Forces, you can travel to Biafra land. You can only face molestations on the road by the Nigerian terrorist government, their police, their military. They are in Biafra land terrorizing our people, harassing and intimidating our people, killing our people because of peanut, extortion here and there. That is the only thing that they are contributing to the Biafran people. Extortion, kidnapping, harassment. So, my Biafran people, this is the time to rise up. There is an urgent call for you to support the Biafran Republic government in exile financially, because we have the men and women who are defending our land. Very, very important. Nobody is saying the whole killings on Benue State is because Biafrans are there. That is when you send the wrong narrative. I didn't say that. I said that if the killings in Benue, if Nigeria government succeeded in overrunning Benue State, they are going to use that as is to launch attacks on Biafra land, even when Biafra is restored. That is what I said. I didn't say that the killings in Benue are because of Biafran people are there. It's not what I said, okay? So when you are going to quote me rightly what I said. I am referring to you, Olusola Joshua. Olusola Joshua, you are not being objective here. And you know the reason why your people are killing people in Benue. Because they want to take over Benue. Even Buhari said that Benue belongs to them by conquest. That is the reason why they are killing people in Benue State. That Benue State belongs to them by conquest. And they are killing people in Benue State. Or don't you know that Benue State have the same boundary with Biafra land? Are you not aware? Don't come here and start sending wrong narrative. These are the people who their land are under siege, and you are here trying to send a wrong narrative, a wrong impression to my listeners. It can't sell here. Go to Kwara. Kwara have been taken over by the terrorists. You are not talking of what is happening in Kwara State. You are here to talk about what is happening in Benue. Maybe you are one of the terrorists that is supporting terrorism against indigenous people. Because all of you will see evil and embrace it. You will see evil. You cannot speak against the evil. Look at how people are being killed. Maybe your families are not involved. Look at how children are being burnt in their sleeps, and you are not moved. What you are here to tell me is that the killings happening in Benue are not because of Biafrans there. Did I say it was because of Biafrans? That is all that you are concerned about. And let me tell you, no matter how you people hate Biafra, we are exiting that contraption called Nigeria instead of us not to exit. Every living thing, including every one of you, is going to go down. If you don't know, you will know the stuff that Biafrans are made of. We have a God, Chukwu Okike Abiyama, and they are fighting. Go and ask Nigerian soldiers what they are doing. The terrorist Nigerian soldiers in Imo State, what they are getting. They are getting Woto Promas, and they are testifying. Since they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have they been able to overrun Biafra land? The answer is no. The reason why you see them killing pockets of Biafrans or Biafrans at random, the reason why you see them doing that is because Biafrans have not wholeheartedly supported the Biafran Defense Forces. The little contribution, the little donation and support that the Biafran Defense Forces are getting is the donation that they are using to protect our land. And that is why we are asking Biafrans right now. There is an urgent need to drive away all these terrorists from our land. It is not even trying to prevent them from killing our people. We want to drive them away from Biafra land. We want to make sure that there is no military barracks in Biafra land. We want to make sure that all the police stations are no longer there in Biafra land. All the checkpoints will no longer be there. That is the only way these people can leave our land. And that is why we are appealing to Biafrans all over the world to come and join us, to come and fund the Biafran government, to come and fund the Biafran Defense Forces. This is very, very important because there is an urgent call for action. If you don't see what is happening in Benue as a big problem, then you must be one of the terrorists. You must be one of those who are supporting the killing in Benue State. Benue State is under siege, and they are using that as a test, the way they are going to invade other communities. Look at, after going to Benue State, what measure did the president or the government of Nigeria put in place? Is it only to bring a helicopter to be flying up? Is that what is needed? Is that how you fight terrorism? And how can you fight terrorism? How can Nigerians be able to fight terrorists successfully when they are the ones reintegrating the terrorists into the same army that was supposed to protect the indigenous communities? How? So you people in Nigeria are in a very big mess. All this one supporter, one Nigerianist, you are in a very, very big mess. No solution to your problems because the terrorists are killing your people. You are the one that is reintegrating the terrorists into the army. And these same terrorists that you reintegrated into the army, you send them to various communities to go and do what? How can a terrorist that you know their job, their modus operandi is to kill indigenous people, to take over their land? The same terrorists, you put them into the army that was supposed to be neutral, army that was supposed to protect the indigenous people. You put the terrorists into the army and you send them to the same community that terrorists are killing. You send them to where their brothers are killing them, and you expect the army to come and repel the terrorists who are their brothers. Does it make sense? That is why all of you are in a very big mess. All of you in Nigeria, all of you Nigerians, especially the one Nigerianist who are supporting one Nigeria, you all are in a very big almighty mess. But you will not see it now. We have been calling on Biafrans all over the world. There is an urgent call for action for you to support the Biafran Defense Forces. The Biafran government have put in place platforms where you can support anonymously. Very, very important. If you want to support the government as an anonymous donor, you are all welcome. The government will protect your identity, even when you are working in Nigeria, as far as you are not against our freedom. If you are working and earning money in Nigeria as a Biafran, and you want Biafra land to be like America, you want it to be better than America, better than UK, better than Finland, then you can support the government while you are still working with the Nigerian government. The reason being that the resources that they are getting from our land is the resources that is the money that they are using to pay you your salary. So you can actually support your freedom, so that when we are free, that resources, the Nigerian government will not see it again to use it, to sell it and buy arms and ammunition to come and kill our people. So there is an urgent need for action, Biafrans all over the world. If you are not supporting what the government is doing, this is the time for you. This is the time for you to support the government. Very, very important. Because Nigeria is under siege by the Fulani terrorists. And the information that we are getting, they are now threatening a very dark man. They are now threatening. That is the modus operandi of Nigeria. The people that are threatening him are not the terrorists, though. It will be the government of Nigeria, yes. Because it is these terrorists that the government are using to conquer communities. Who are killing people? Is the terrorists, is the Fulani herdsmen who are sponsoring them. The same government of Nigeria are sponsoring all these people. So if you are if you are somebody who wants to come out and speak for the people, the government will use one of their terrorists to threaten you. They are now using the Fulani herdsmen to threaten Very Dark Man for going to Benue and bringing the information of the killings to the international stage and videoing and speaking about the atrocities, for even speaking out. That is why they are threatening the Very Dark Man. It is quite unfortunate. It is quite unfortunate, my brothers and sisters. We should always understand that Nigeria is not meant for you. Nigeria is not meant for your betterment. Nigeria is meant for your destruction. Nigeria is meant for your annihilation. Nigeria was designed to destroy and never designed to build. So let every one of us come on board. If you are in the United States of America, anywhere that you are, and you have not supported the Biafran government, please, this is the time for you to embrace the government of Biafra, because we have the Biafran Defense Forces who are protecting our land and our territory. It is very, very important that we give them the logistics that they need to continue to protect our land, because even Ukraine and Russia, they are and Israel, yes, Ukraine and Russia are squaring up. They are still sourcing for finance. Israel and Iran are also on it. They are still sourcing for finance. But we, the Biafran people, we don't have any nation that is supporting us. This freedom is our own. This fight is our own. We must support it with everything we have. We must support those men and women who are laying down their lives to make sure that we are free. We must support them with financial support. That is what they need. And it's not going to come from elsewhere. Rather, it is going to come from you. It is going to come from me. So if you are not supporting, if you are not part of what this government is doing, please, this is the opportunity for you to key in and support our government. Okay? There is the special IOU loan for those of you who are businessmen and women. Okay? The government have given you an opportunity of saving your money in Biafra Republic government in exile. Okay? You can put in your savings. You can put it as a free deposit account in Biafra Republic government in exile, and your money will be safe. And once Biafra is restored, any amount of money that you loan to the government is going to double it. Okay? It has 100% interest rate on any amount of money that you are loaning to it. Because when you deposit it in Biafran government account for 10 years or for 5 years, that money is safe. That money is safe with the government. And besides, if it is $50,000, the government will now pay you back $100,000. 100% interest rate. This is very, very important. And it calls for Biafrans to embrace it. It calls for Biafrans to embrace this project. Our government is doing exceptionally well. You can see the acting Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere going to Washington, D.C. here and then. He's not going to Washington, D.C. for his business. No, he is going to bring the plight of the Biafran people before the congressmen and women to educate them on what we have done and what we are doing for our freedom. To even present to them the Biafran charter that was presented to them, so that the American congressmen and women can look into it and see that we are really ready and prepared to be free from the terrorist Nigerian state. So, are you not tired of being in Nigeria? Biafrans, are you not tired of being in Nigeria? What have you gained being a Nigerian? What have you gained in Nigeria? Actually, you have gained nothing. In Lagos, we are under intimidation. In Abuja, the same thing is happening. All over Nigeria, our people are being intimidated. Even in our homeland, it's even worse, that the military are occupying our land. We cannot even say anything. Nobody is speaking for us. We are under the occupation of the Nigerian state. If you speak, they will harass you, they will kill you, they will disappear you, they will arrest you, and nobody will talk about you again. If they see that you are making it in life, the terrorists will come and kidnap you. When they kidnap you, those money they are making, they will demand for it, and you pay them ransom. In some cases, if they are lenient enough for you, they allow you to go. If you are so unlucky, they are going to kill you after taking your money from you. So it is very, very sad. And that is why Biafrans, this message mainly is for Biafrans all over the world. We are appealing to you as a Biafran. We are appealing to you, Omo Chineke, wonderful people. During those old days, Biafrans are known for their fearlessness. Biafrans are known for their support. Biafrans are known to stand their ground whenever they see that something is wrong. Biafrans are known to stand for what is right. Biafrans are known to stand for one another and fight for one another. This is the time for us to demonstrate that we are true Biafrans. This is the time for us to demonstrate that we want our freedom from Nigeria. The actions and activities of the Nigerian state have been against us all this while. Since after the Nigeria-Biafran civil war, the genocide committed in our land, there is nothing that we can say that is happening in our land. Our people have been destroyed. Economically, Nigerian government have tried to destroy us. They have tried to destroy us in so many ways. They have prevented our people from accessing good life. Yes, there is no hospital in Biafra land. There is no international hospital in Biafra land. There is no hospital that you can so boast of in our land. There is no industry that you can as well boast of in Biafra land. There is no school that you can boast of in Biafra land. There is no federal government presence in Biafra land. There is no foreign company in Biafra land. All these things that can attract investment, employment in Biafran territory, you can't see them. The only way you can access them is in Lagos, it's in Abuja, it's in Kaduna, it's in Kano, in Sokoto. These are the only areas that you can access the presence of the the federal government. These are the only states in that Nigeria that you can access it. But it will interest you to know. It will interest you to know that the resources that they use to build all these places come from Biafra land. the resources that they used in building Abuja, building Lagos, building Kaduna, building Sokoto, building Maduguri comes from Biafran territory. But all the industry that you see in these areas, you can't see them in Biafra land. The ones in Biafra land, they close it up. Port Harcourt refinery, they close it up. So this is a deliberate act. It is a deliberate act to impoverish our people, to economically strangulate us. So, ndị ajụkwara na-ajụ, ara ajụ onwe ha. People that are hated, we can't hate ourselves. People that are forgotten, we cannot forget ourselves. We have to continue to fight. We have to continue to struggle until eventually we get it right. And this time around, we will definitely get it right, because all the mechanisms to get it right have been put in place. All the platforms have been put in place to get it right. Okay? Our government is here to get it right. The Biafran government in exile is here to get it right. The only thing that is needed is your support. Very, very important. Very, very important. No matter what the terrorist Nigerian government are doing, no matter their actions and activities against our people, we will continue to hold them accountable for the atrocity that they are committing in our land. For all the killings that they are killing in our land, the Nigerian government will be held responsible for it. We are not going to forgive them. Never shall we forgive the Nigerian state for all these atrocious acts against our people. Never. Enough is enough. So we are appealing to Biafrans to support our government. Our government is on the right track. Our Prime Minister will soon join us. Our leader, DavidNnannah BTV, will soon join us. Not when he joins us now, is when you will come out to support the government. Support the government now that we need you most. This is very, very important. This is very, very important. We have to demonstrate that we want our freedom. The people of Benue, are killed for the singular reason that they don't have a government in exile. For the singular reason that they did not put any protective measures for their people. And it is really worrisome that people from that middle belt houses have not seen the danger Nigeria poses to them. Every day they wake up and their families are gone down. Every day they wake up and people are being killed. Yet, the former generals that come from such locations cannot put their heads together and fight for self-defense. The people of Benue, does it mean that there are no men? Does it mean there are people of conscience are not in Benue State? Does it mean that there are no gallant men in Benue State? Does it mean that during the 50, how many years of Nigeria existence, that Benue indigenes never raised men who they can be proud of, who can stand for them, who can speak for them, and who can fight for them? Is it what it means? If it is what it means, it then means that their lives are in danger. Every one of them in Benue State. It means that you are not safe in Benue State. That is what it means. Otherwise, they keep. Autumn cried and cried and cried. No help came to him until he left the office. Today, the governor is there, another governor is there, and that governor is even worse than Autumn. Really not speaking for his people. This governor is even affiliating with the killers of his people. For coming out and saying that he does not support self-defense, it means that the governor is supporting the killing of his people. So it is now rest on the citizens of Benue to rise up and fight for their lives, to rise up and defend themselves, to rise up and defend their families. Otherwise, all of them will be killed. Otherwise, we will all go down and nobody will be held accountable or responsible for their death. It's very, very sad that such thing is happening in this 21st century. The Nigerian government is complicit. The Nigerian government is responsible for the killings that is happening in Nigeria. The Nigerian government is really guilty. They are the ones that are sponsoring the killing that is happening all over Nigeria. There is no two ways about it. And the people in Nigeria should rise up and fight for themselves, because the government is not there for them. Shetima is the founder of Boko Haram. Tinubu is not a Nigerian and a drug lord. So you don't expect all these people who are foreigners in Nigeria and find themselves in positions of authority. You don't expect them to protect you. They are not your brothers. They are not your sisters. So you don't expect Tinubu or Shetima to call for your protection. Their plans, the plans that Tinubu have for you is bringing his brother or his brothers from the other African countries to come and take over your land. That is the only plan they have for you. If you allow that plan to materialize, it means that you have to go down for them to go up. For them to take over your land, it means that they have to kill you. And that is actually what they are doing at this time. So, but Biafrans, we have an edge over Nigeria. Biafrans, I want to let you people understand that we have an edge over Nigeria. Biafra land is our land. It's our territory. And nobody can take it away from us. They can only succeed in taking it away from us if you as a Biafran want them to take it over. We know our people. Once our people comes out to do something, we do it diligently, courageously, and fearlessly. We know what our people can do. We know what our people can do when they are serious about something. We know how our people fought the British. We know how our women even stood their ground at Aba women riots. So our people are known for their gallantry. Biafrans are known for their gallantry. But unfortunately, on this 21st century, the generation of Biafrans that are here now, most of them don't exhibit that gallantry nature in them. And that is why it is really painful at this time that despite what is happening in our land, despite the fact that Biafrans are seeing the atrocity that is happening in our land, A lot of our Biafran brothers and sisters are not keen in to support the Biafran government in exile, even when they have seen that it is the government that is responsible for the protection of our land. A lot of them are not supporting. I don't know what is their fear. I don't know what is stopping you from donating to the Biafran Defense Forces Fund. I don't know what is stopping you from supporting your freedom. You can never be here till eternity. Echi dị ime, enweghị onye ma ihe ọ ga-abụ. Tomorrow is pregnant. Nobody knows what is going to deliver. You might not be alive tomorrow. Your children may be a culprit tomorrow. Your family may fail tomorrow. So make use of your today while you are still very much alive. The Biafran government is very prepared and working for the total restoration of Biafra in our Biafra land. We are calling on Biafrans, we are appealing to you just to support our government, just to support the Biafran Defense Forces. These are the men who are taking bullet for you and for me. Most of you are doing businesses in Lagos and you are making a lot of money. We only ask for at least if you can give $50 every week. As a Biafran man or woman that is making a lot of money in your business, $50 is not too much to support your government that is fighting for your freedom. At least if you can give Biafran government $50 on a weekly basis, before 1 year, they will evict all these terrorists from our land. Our land will be restored and you will be free from intimidation, even if we are in Lagos. Yes, the reason being that once Biafra land is liberated, they will now respect Biafrans anywhere they are all around the world, especially in that country called Nigeria. If eventually the Biafran Defense Forces evict all these terrorists from Biafra land, and Biafra land is under the control of the Biafran Republic government in exile, you will see that your respect will return. They will respect you in Kaduna. They will respect you in Lagos. They will respect you in Sokoto. But as long as they are occupying your land, they are not going to respect you. They will continue to intimidate you. They will continue to harass us. We are appealing to you, Biafrans in Lagos, Biafrans in Ladepo, Biafrans that are making money in all these markets. You people are holding the economy of this country called Nigeria. If you people decide to shut it down, Nigeria will be on their knees. But we are asking you just to support the Biafran Defense Forces so that we can rid our land of all these terrorists. And once our land is ridding of all these terrorists, you will see that your respect anywhere you are will return to you. They will respect you anywhere you are all around the world. This is very, very important. So you are in Lagos making money. You are in Abuja making money. You are in Aba. You are in Onitsha. You are in Umuahia. You are in Nnewi. You are in Wari. You are in Iguacha. Anywhere you are and you are making lots and lots of money, we are appealing to you to support the Biafran Defense Forces with your token, the little that is coming from the money you are making, so that they can liberate our land. Even if you cannot support, there is an avenue whereby you can as well loan our government money and you have 100% interest rate when Biafra is fully restored. We are calling on you at this time to embrace this special project that the Biafran government have for you. You will make money while you are still supporting your government. Very, very important. And for non-Biafrans as well, you have an opportunity of supporting our government, and you make the same money that Biafrans will make through the special IOU loan. Okay? The problem that we have in Biafra land, most of the problems that are coming to Biafra land are as a result of the politicians that we have. The Nigerian government have intimidated the politicians from Biafra land, promised them one position or the other in order for them to support their policies against our people. And incidentally, these politicians are also playing along with the Nigerian government against their people. That is why when our people are killed, you will not hear from any of these politicians, because they have sold their soul to the devil. So there is no politician that is in our land that is working for Biafran people. None of them is actually speaking for us. So all these politicians, they are not for us and can never be for us. Whatever they are doing for one Nigeria. And we don't acknowledge them as our political leaders. They are not. All their actions and activities are geared towards supporting one Nigerian project. That is why when they give them project to execute, they would rather eat the money. They rather eat the money than use it for what it was meant for. So they are not actually working for the Biafran people. So we don't regard them. We don't regard them as anything. And their time is coming. In this Biafran liberation, their time is coming when we are going to ask them what they were able to achieve, what they were able to do for the Biafran people that they are representing. We are just ignoring them and focus on the bigger goal. Focus on the bigger goal, which is Biafran restoration. So I want you all to understand that for the reason that you don't see Biafrans talking about these politicians, oh, we are not fighting them, is because they have their own time. We have our own time to confront them. But for now, we are just leaving them to enjoy their corruption money that they are getting from Nigeria. The blood money that the Nigerian government are paying them in order to hold us down. They are enjoying the blood money. They will continue to enjoy it. But when the time comes, they will be answerable to the Biafran people. They will be answerable to the Biafran people, because they are not going to go unpunished. Each and every one of them. Each and every one of them will never go unpunished from A to Z, because they are responsible for what is happening to us. They are the reason why DavidNnannah BTV is still in detention till tomorrow. The politicians are the reason why our leader, DavidNnannah BTV, is still in detention till tomorrow. Because if they did not sanction DavidNnannah BTV's continued detention, DavidNnannah BTV would have been out by now. If they never supported it, our leader would have been out for now. Let's forget about our prime minister, right? Because our prime minister is far away from Nigeria. He's in Finland. So his own case is similar to that of European Union, holding him because of what Nigeria promised them and all the rest of them. But our leader continued detention in that contraction called Nigeria, and the politicians from the southeast are not comfortable with it. Our leader would have been released before now. But they see DavidNnannah BTV as an obstacle to their criminality. That is the reason why they kept quiet. Some of them are even advocating that he should be jailed. Yes, they are advocating that he should be remaining in jail. But we are taking record of all these atrocities, all their statements. Okay, even those who vetoed any action to release our leader, we are still taking those things. We are still taking record about them. at the appropriate time, all these people will face the consequences of their action. They will face the consequences of their action. Yes, they are not going to go unpunished. Yes, the Biafran government is actually doing a lot of things. At this time, the politicians are less in their list. They are not even in the list of what the government is focusing on. The government of Biafra is focusing on the template of restoration of Biafra first, the recognition of USB, which was declared in 2024, and making sure that the American people, American Congress, and world leaders are aware of what Biafrans are passing through in Nigeria and the terrorism that Nigeria is committing in our land. That is what the government is now focused about, not talking about some useless politicians who are only concerned about their pockets, their selfish interest. We don't have their time now. So I want to really appreciate every one of you that joined me this morning. And I want to tell you once again, if you have not supported the Biafran government, if you are not supporting the Biafran Defense Forces, please, my brothers and my sisters, this is the time to do that. Because the situation that is coming from Nigeria is so bad. The situation that is coming from Nigeria, the report that we are getting from Nigeria is not sweet, it's not palatable, it's not okay to the ear. So that is why we are calling on Biafra. It is only Biafra land that is under the protection of the Biafran Defense Forces. It is only our land, Biafra land, that is safe in Nigeria. Even as safe as it is, there are pockets of killings by the Nigerian terrorists in uniform, in police uniform, and in military uniform. These people are terrorists who were reintegrated into the army and police and sent to Biafra land. So what they are doing is killing our people. So there is an urgent need for action, Biafrans all over the world, to support our freedom, to support our Biafran Defense Forces. These men are the men who are defending our land and our territory. And they need all the logistics necessary to continue to protect our land. They need the logistics, and we must give it to them because they deserve it. They merit it. They merit it. They are defending our land. They are the reason why we can go to the farm. Our women can go to the farm and come back. Okay? They are the reason why our people can go to the farm and come back. They are the reason why our people are farming till tomorrow. The Biafran Defense Forces. So we need to support them. We need to support them. Funding is very key to the continued protection of our land. Very, very important. So if you are not supporting, if you have not supported, please, this is the time for you to support. This is the time for you to join now and support the Biafran government to fund our recognition. Very, very important. We have restored our declaration. Now we are on recognition. And for us to be recognized, we must have control, certain amount of control in our territories. And that is why we are calling on you, Biafrans, to support the Biafran Defense Forces so that they can have total control of our territories. Our territories need to be controlled by us. I think that is one of the criteria for recognition by the international community. And nothing will stop our BDF from controlling our territory. They are only waiting for logistics, waiting for support, financial support, so that they can be able to buy all the necessary, all the necessary tools that they need for them to work. Very, very important. So I really appreciate everybody that joined me this morning. I really appreciate everybody that joined me this morning. And yesterday, our Prime Minister was in court. Yeah, Sister Helen Peters, you see, a lot of people who are here are those who started sending out the narrative that Biafra is all Igbo. Igbo is Biafra. Biafra is Igbo. You know, these are, most of them are Yorubas. These are the Afonjas, Miss Blood, the Ronus of this world. They are the ones who are sending out this false narrative. Biafra is Igbo. This, who told you that Biafra is Igbo? Biafra is not about Igbo. Igbo is there is Biafran, there is Biafrans who are Igbo speaking, but Biafra comprises of Ishekiri, Ejo, Idoma, Igodo. If you don't know, so Biafrans are not only Igbo, rather we have Igbo speaking Biafrans, just like we have Ejo speaking Biafran, Ishekiri, Isoko Urobo speaking Biafrans. We are all Biafrans, okay? Amos, if you don't know, I want you to know. You are the type who were telling, sending out propaganda on the social media. Oh, Biafra is about Igbo. Biafra is about Igbo. You are making a very grievous mistake. But it's quite unfortunate, but that narrative no longer stands anymore. That narrative has been dusted for a very long time. We are one people. We are one people. We can no longer be divided anymore. So you can stay in the comfort of your zone and be writing all manner of junk. Biafra is not Igbo. I want you to know that Biafra is not about Igbo. Rather, we have Igbo speaking Biafrans. Okay? You should get that into your thick skull. You should get that. If you don't want to join hands and fight for your freedom, you can stay. Okay? Which unity are you talking about? We are united. We are very much united in our resolve to get our freedom. Okay? So it is only most of you who are not part of what we are doing that are talking of united. What do you mean by united? If you come to Biafra Republic government in Ezra, you find every tribe that are Biafra in that cabinet. So what kind of unity are you talking about? Most of you who are born, who have Fulani blood that are Biafrans, we cannot unite with you because we know you people cannot fight for the freedom of Biafra. You only come to antagonize. You only come to sabotage. We know what you people can do. So Biafrans are united. Thank you so much, Ngoronjo, from watching me from Kenya. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. Please like and share and subscribe. Yeah, this is an avenue we use to educate our people, to encourage our people to support our government. It's quite unfortunate. You are watching us from Kenya, right? Oh, this is my namesake, David. Thank you for watching from Kenya. Kenya is in the back books of Biafra. I hope you know that. Kenya is in a very bad book of Biafra, and when Biafra is fully restored, Kenya will have to respond to us, because it was in Kenya after what our Odumegwu Ojukwu did to Uhuru Kenyatta. He's the father of Uhuru Kenyatta, while he was running, and he was given asylum in Enugu, in Biafran territory. We protected them. We protected him when he needed us most. But when our leader came to Kenya, when our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came to Kenya, the Kenyan government collaborated with Nigeria and kidnapped our leader and bring him back to Nigeria. That is one sin that Kenya have committed against our people, and we can never forgive. We can never forget it until Biafra is restored. When Biafra is fully restored, then we can have our beef and be able to see how we are going to reconcile with Kenya. As it happens now, they are still very much in the bad books of Biafra. They are very much on the bad book of Biafra, and they will continue to be there because we are people who are fighting for our freedom. We committed no crime, and we love any nation, any country that are fighting for their freedom as well. We can as well support them. We did not see any reason why Uhuru Kenyatta, or whatever he's called, will now hand over our leader, our freedom fighter, to a terrorist Nigerian government that was looking for his assassination. And the Kenya gave our leader over to Nigeria. But that is by the way. I really welcome you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. So please like and share. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please try as much as possible to subscribe so that anytime I come online, you'll as well get notification. Very, very important. Listen to me, Amos. Amos, I don't need to know where you are coming from. We don't need to know where you are coming from. If you are a Biafran, if you see the atrocity that is happening in Biafra land, you don't need me to educate you on the choice of words you should use while you come to a platform like this, when we are using to educate our people, and you want to use it to, try to put division among us. You can't put division among us. I want you to know that we are united. We are fighting for this freedom with one unity of purpose, and nobody can change that. Nobody can change that, and nobody can take that away from us. We are not afraid. Our people have died enough. Our people have suffered enough. And that is why this particular time, it is freedom or freedom. Our leader, DavidNnannah BTV, said, instead of this Biafra not to come, that every living thing in that contraction is going to go down. And you know what that means? It's a very big and wonderful and strong statement that instead of Biafra not to be restored at this time, that every living thing will go down, including cockroaches, including flies, every living thing. He did not say human beings. He said every living thing will go down. Okay? So that is to tell you how fanatic, how serious we are about this freedom that we are fighting. And we don't expect anybody to come and start, trying to send wrong narrative about our freedom, or trying to divide us, telling us that we are not united and all the rest of them. We are not going to buy that crap, because we know that we are united now more than ever. Okay? At least in the 40 states of Biafra land, you have Isoko Urobo, you have Igodomi, you have all the states that comprises the Biafran nation. You have it in government, in Biafran government. So nobody is now coming to divide us. Okay? So if you are a Biafran, let your statement reflect that you are a Biafran. Not talking like a Fulani man, but you are telling us that you are Biafran. You come here, you write a statement that makes you look like a Fulani man. Then you want to tell me that you are Biafran. I don't take that crap. And we know they look face. So we don't look face. We are not even begging for people to join their freedom. Just like people are being killed in Benue State now. Is anybody begging them for self-defense? They should know that it is time for them to fight and defend themselves, because if you don't defend yourself, they are going to kill you the next day. So if you don't fight for your freedom, you are going to be a slave. There is no two ways about it. You are going to remain a slave in Nigeria. So this time around, we are just using it to educate our people, to wake them up, to remind them that they have a responsibility, they have a task at hand, and that task is to fight for their freedom and make sure that they are free. Otherwise, the Fulanis are going to run you over. Otherwise, Nigeria will kill you and nobody will protect you. So that is the situation at hand. So I don't need you to come and start here and start preaching for you. Oh, come and join us and pay and fight for freedom. The reason why I'm talking to Biafrans here is, more importantly, Biafrans who understand the need for their freedom. If you don't understand the need for your freedom, I can't help you, and there is nothing I can do about you. Yes. Because while I'm here, I'm just trying to put that education out there. I just want to put that reminder to each and every one of us who love freedom to understand that it is freedom that can be able to guarantee our safety in Nigeria, in Biafran territory. Okay? It is only freedom that can guarantee your life. Otherwise, all of us will be killed like they are killing people in Benue State, and nobody is fighting for them. So, but in this scenario, in this case, we have a government, we have a Biafran Defense Forces who are protecting our land. We have a government that is conversing for recognition abroad, in American Congress, all over the world. So, our responsibility now is to support that government. That is what we are doing. And that is why we are talking. So that if you as a Biafran don't know, so that you get that knowledge and know that you have a government that you should put your support through, and the support will get to the Biafran Defense Forces, and they will continue to do their work, which is protecting our land. That's all. If you want me to come and beg you to support your freedom, why you know that your life is threatened in Nigeria, you want me to come and tell you that your life is threatened? You want me to tell you that your life is threatened in Nigeria? Are you not seeing it? Are you not seeing that you are threatened in Nigeria? People in Benue State, is anybody telling them that their life is threatened in Nigeria? All over that Nigeria, nobody needs to tell you that you are threatened. In fact, your life is at stake in Nigeria if you don't get your freedom. If you don't know that you are an endangered species in Nigeria, you should know that now. So I don't need to come here and start telling you what you already know. I just want to tell you that you need to stand up and support the efforts being put in place by the Biafran Republic government in exile in order to fight for your freedom, that are fighting for your freedom. Okay? That is my work. That is what I'm doing. And I'm trying to educate you that we already have a government. We already have a defense force, the Biafran Defense Forces. So we already have put mechanisms in place for the protection of our land. The mechanisms have been put in place. It is only finance that is needed, money that is needed. That's all. You are in America, you are in Europe, anywhere you are, and you are doing your businesses. There is no problem. We just need you to at least remember that there are men and women who are protecting your land, and they need granite. They need AK-49. They need AK-47. They need to eat as well in the bushes that they are defending our land and our territory. That is all that I'm telling you, so that you know your responsibility, that you left your land and you are in America. That land that you left, if nobody is protecting it, the terrorist is going to take it over. And you will be homeless when you come back. You will be homeless, actually, if you don't know. So that is the more reason why everybody should rise up this time and embrace this opportunity. Everybody should rise up this time and make sure that they support our government so that freedom will be achieved. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. For those of you who have not supported our government, this is the time to do that. Very, very important. I appreciate all of you. And I want to encourage you to, I want to encourage you to join what the government is doing for Biafra recognition, to join what the government is doing for the protection of our land. Support the Biafran Defense Forces. Support the Biafran Liberation Army. Support the Biafran resistance fighters. All these armies of Biafra are under the control of the Biafran Republic government in exile. So once you make your donation to the website, they get their logistics directly. Very, very important. So, thank you so much. And having said that, yesterday our Prime Minister was in court. And I think it was postponed to next week. I think for his bail, approval of his bail, and in no distant time, we are going to reunite with our Prime Minister. The absence of our Prime Minister have really made a very negative impact on our recognition. We understand that he set us back a little bit because of the sabotage of Ngozi Orabueze. But one thing is certain, they never succeeded, and they can never succeed. So for those of you who are still sitting on the fence, this is the time for you to come out from your fence and know that Ngozi Orabueze is not actually fighting for the freedom of our people. She is an agent of the Nigerian state. And that is why all the court cases of our Prime Minister, all the appearances that the Prime Minister have made so far, did you see Ngozi Orabueze or send anybody to go and solidarize with our Prime Minister? The answer is no. And she can never do it because she had already exited the government. By forming her corporation, she's no longer part of Briggy. So she cannot have anything to say about our Prime Minister. But a lot of you people who are following her blindly don't actually understand this. She is actually there to antagonize and fight against our government, but she has even failed, and very woefully indeed. So, for those of you who are sitting on the fence because you don't actually know whether Ngozi Orabueze is on the right path, at least you can now confirm that Ngozi Orabueze was never on the right path. So you better come and join and come back to the government and support as you used to support when our Prime Minister was here. Not when our Prime Minister comes now, you come and do your eye service. Although we know each and every one of you. So the time to fall back is still very much fresh. The time to come back and support, you still have that opportunity. If you misuse that opportunity, you have yourself to blame. So thank you so much, wonderful people and lovers of freedom, for joining me this morning. I want to appreciate our leader, DavidNnannah BTV. I also appreciate our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpanjoko, the Biafran government, BRGIE, our acting Prime Minister, Ogechukwu Nkere, the Biafran Defense Forces. I salute each and every one of them for what they are doing, keeping our communities and our people safe. I appreciate every one of you that is contributing for our freedom. Please continue to do so until Biafra is restored. when Biafra is restored, your blessings, your reward will be so enormous that you cannot control your joy, because the land of our ancestors will appreciate each and every one of you in a very special way. So I have a lot of you join me this morning. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'll be signing out from here. See you next time. With all the love from my heart, I appreciate every one of you's presence. And I want to appeal to you, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so now. Do it now. Do it now, Umu Chineke. Thank you so much. And bye from here. Bye from here, Umu Chineke. Ututu amanu from here. I love you all. Ndewonu.